Hello everyone, this is Ashish Sunny from Innovate Yourself. Welcome back to my channel. Once again, I am back with a new video on Python programming. In today's session, I'm going to show you that how you can use the SMTP module to send an email to anybody. Or you can say you will be using a simple protocol which is used to send the email for the transmission purpose. So this is all that we will be covering in today's session. So for that, let's get started and let's understand what exactly SMTP is and how it is going to be used to send an email to anybody. So let's get started and let's see how to do that. So what exactly SMTP is? SMTP is Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, which is an internet standard communication protocol for electronic mail transmission. So simply what exactly we are going to do is, so we will be having some data in the form of electronics data, and that data we will be transferring, or let's say that data we will be transmitting from one point to another point. So that is what? That is known as transmission of your data from one point, or let's say one node to another node. So this is all about SMTP. And to perform this, what exactly we will be using over here is we will be using a simple SMTP live module which we already have inbuilt in Python. You don't have to install it, you can directly call it and you can directly use it. So this is all that we will be doing in today. And to do that, let's do one thing. Let's create a new file, let's create a new script, and in there I will show you how exactly you can do that. So for that, just open a new file, let's say email sending. All right, so this is a new script which I am having over here, and now as I said that I don't have to install the SMTP module. Instead, that module is already inbuilt in Python. So that means I can directly call it and I can directly use it. So for that, just import it, and to import that you can simply type SMTP live. You can see over here SMTP live. So SMTP live is a module which we will be using in Python programming to send an email to anybody, whether that is with attachment or that is without attachment, or that is with subject or without subject. So that's totally up to us, but whatever communication, whatever transmission you want to do for email part, that you will be doing through the SMTP live. So this is all about that. And now after that, let me first explain you what exactly the process is to connect with the email server and then to send an email to anybody. So first of all, assume that what exactly you're trying to do is you are onto your system, you are sitting on your laptop, and accordingly the first thing that you're going to do to send an email to anybody is you will be opening up your browser, and in that browser you will be opening up that website where you want to send an email. For example, let's say gmail.com. so onto that gmail.com you will be going and you will be entering whatever you want to do to send an email. And when I have entered the website, the next step that I will be doing to send an email is to compose a message. So I will be clicking on that button compose, and then it will give me an option to fill up the details, and the detail can be like whom I want to send the email, and what will be the subject, what will be the body, whether I will be having an attachment or not. So these are the different things that I will be asked for. So these are all the things. And one more thing I forgot to tell you, that when you will be entering to that particular website, on that website, first thing that you have to do is to log in, because without logging you will not be able to send anything. So in short, now let's understand the same thing in the programmatical way, because the current step that I have shown you, that current step which I have explained you, is about the manual process. That manual process you will be using to send an email. But suppose if I have to do the same thing through the programming, so what will be the step? So we will be linking the same thing over here also. The first step, as I said, that what you will be doing to send an email is that you have to connect to the server. So that means you will be having a server on which you will be connecting your website, or let's say on which you have to connect first and then you have to log in. So that means first step is to connect to the server, and then the login credentials, let's say sender, whatever is the sender, and password for that user, so that that user can log into that particular server. So in short, first thing is you have to connect to the server, second thing is you have to log in, and then third thing is that you have to ask the user for detail, and that details can be body, whatever is the body, message, whatever is the message, and receiver, who is the receiver. So this is how what you can do. You can simply uh, ask the user for multiple details, and then what is the next step, and that final step is to send an email. So it's like send email, right? So this is what exactly you have to do. So this is a complete flow which we will be understanding and which we have to apply as it is to send an email to anybody. So this is all about sending it. And now let's write the program step by step so that it will be really easy for us to understand how the email sending part works and how we can send an email to anybody in whatever way we want to do. So that is all we will be doing. So first thing, as I said, that I have to connect to a server. So that means my first step is to have a server. So let's say I will be specifying the server details. So right now, as I said, that I will be using SMTP module, and currently I will be connecting my SMTP module to the Gmail so that I can easily connect to it. So in this session I will be using the Gmail part to connect through SMTP. So for that I am simply going to pass this server. So this is like smtp.gmail.com. you simply have to pass this. Through this you will be having your server, and for this server also you have one port which is specified as per the functionality. So right now I'm going to use a port which is 587, and that is for the TLS encryption. So this is what exactly I will be using. But other than that, we have some other ports for SMTP as well, which is like 25, 465 and 587. 587 is the one which we are using right now, which is the by default one, as well as that is used for the TLS communication, let's say for the TLS encryption. So this is what exactly we are doing over here. So the first one is we are going to connect to the server through the domain plus the port number, so that for the first step we will be able to connect to that server. Now suppose we are connected to the server, the next step is that we have to log into that server, or let's say simply you are onto that website and now you have login, and now the next step is that you have to send an email to anybody. So for that, firstly let's pass the credentials so that we can send an email to anybody. So here let me just pass my email ID. Okay, so right now I have passed the sender email ID who is going to send, or let's say this is my email ID through which I will be sending an email to anybody. And now the next thing is that you have to pass the password over here, but currently I will not pass the password because that is a confidential thing, so I will not pass it right now. So this is what exactly I'm going to do right now. Now the next thing is I will be passing it later on when I will be sending the email part, right? So this is what exactly I will be doing. And now with respect to this data, with respect to this username and password, I will be able to log in to that panel. I will be able to log in to that Gmail server which I want to connect right now through the TLS encryption. So this is what exactly I'm doing. So that is one security thing. Now the next thing is that when I have this complete data, now the next thing is that I have to ask the user for multiple details. Now suppose whatever details that I want to specify here is that I'm going to ask to the user. So instead of this, let's simply ask the user, and let's simply use this input and simply enter the, okay, sorry, it's my mistake, it's subject, right? Enter the subject, right? So whatever is the subject you will be passing over here. Similarly, let's write for the message also, and let's shift it upwards. Enter the email ID of the receiver. Alright, so this is what exactly I'm doing. Enter the message, right? So this is what exactly I have done. I have asked the user for the email ID whom I want to send this email, and the subject, what is the subject for that message, and similarly what is that message that I want to send to that user. So this is all that I'm writing over here. Now the next thing is that how I'm going to send this email, because currently whatever I have done is I have simply taken the credentials. First one is for the server, second one is for the email ID, and third one is for the data that I have to send. So this is all that I require, and I already have all of them. Now the next step is that I have to firstly make a connection. As I said, that the first step is that you have to make a connection with the server, and to do that, firstly simply create an object, and that object will be, let's say, connection. So connection is like an object through which I will be making a connection with the server, and for that I am having smtp live dot smtp. Now open the bracket, and in this bracket you have to pass some credentials, or let's say some arguments. The first argument is the host. Now here we have a host as server, so simply pass server, okay, server, comma, what is the port, and the port number is, we have already specified in this variable. So this is how we have specified the credentials, we have specified the server data, and with respect to this data we will be able to make a connection with it. And now let's start the connection with it, so that we can say that yes, we have actually made a connection with that server, and now we can initiate with the next process, right? So for that you will be using this connection object which I have just created, connection dot start TLS. So with this we have just initiated our connection with the server. So this is what exactly I have done. Now the next step is that, as I said, after you have established a connection onto that server, the next thing is that you have to log into that website. So this is what I have to do. So for that, simply say connection dot, because I'm making a connection through this object, so I will be using the same object to login as well. So connection dot login, and in here you have to pass the username comma the password. So these are the details that I have to pass, and with respect to this I will be able to access it, right? So this is all about that. And now the last thing is, then when you have this complete data, when you have made a connection, when you have logged into that, now the next thing is that you will be asking, and we already have this data, and now the next thing is that we have to send this mail, because all the things are with me. Now the next step is that I have to send an email. So for that you will be passing it like connection dot send mail. Now open the bracket, and in here, from who is sending this, the sender is sending this. Then the next thing is to whom I am sending it. I'm sending it to the receiver. Okay, so what is the message? So message is currently in two different parts, or let's say the data is split into two parts. So now I have to specify it in such a format so that it can accept it and it can directly pass it with a single message, right? So this is what I have to do right now over here. So for that, let me finally, let's say body is a variable, body is an object in which I will be storing everything, and over here I will be passing the data, and the data is need to be passed in such a way, or you can simply say that it's just a format in which you have to pass the data, right? So this is the way how we will be doing it now, right? So this is a string, and here I will be using format, and in format I will be simply passing subject will go over here so that you can see the subject as well, comma, and what is the message, and that message is message. So this is how I have passed this, and now when I will be running it, when I will be sending this mail, instead of writing these two values, I can simply pass body, right? So this is what exactly I have done. And with this, what will happen when I will be sending this, when I will be calling this method, it will send an email to the user whose email ID I have specified over here. So this is what exactly I can do, right? Now the next thing is, when you have successfully sent the email to anybody, the last step is that you have to close the connection, right? So whatever connection you have made, you have to close it just for the security reasons. So you have to do this. So this is all that I have done, and with this my complete program is ready, and now I can run it and I can check that whether I can send the email to anybody or no, right? So for that, firstly I have to pass the password over here so that I can pass it. So for now you can pass the message over here, and accordingly you can run it. But right now, instead of doing this, I will be doing something else. I will be passing the data in another way, because currently I have the password inside my password.txt file. So I will be copying it from there, I will be calling it from there, and based on that I will be passing it here, right? So let me just write a program for that. Alright, so now what I have done is I have simply called the password, but the password is going to come from this file. So I will be calling it here, and that password will be stored in this password variable, right? So now I can run it, but before that I have to do one more thing, and that one more thing is that I have to go in here and I have to go to Gmail. Gmail is already open over here, so I can directly go in here. Now instead of calling it from here, I will be using my another ID, which is Innovate Yourself. So I will be sending it through that because I have mentioned the data for it, right? Okay, so this is my email ID, so let me just log in. Alright, so now you can see over here, firstly you have to click on here and you have to go to manage your Google account, because there is one settings that we have to change if in case we want to make this email part work. So for that, go in here now, go to security. Now scroll down and here you will get an option less secure app access. So here you have an option like on or off. So currently just click on this. Right now I have already made it on, so allow less secure app on, so I have already turned it on. You also have to turn it on when you want to make it work. When you are done with the task, you can close it, but you have to make it on when you want to make it work, right? So this is what I have already done. Now go back and now let's run it. Now it is asking you for email ID. Let's say I'm going to enter this. Now enter the subject, let's say test mail. This is my first email sending program. Innovate yourself, right? Now press enter. Alright, so you can see I didn't get any error. And why I have asked you to change this part, just because if you will not change this, it will generate an error, and currently I'm not getting any error. That means everything is success and I have sent the email successfully. So this is the way how I have done that. And now you can go to your email ID and you can check that whether you have got the mail or no. So let me just go and let's check it. So this is my email ID, so let me refresh it. Okay, so you can see here test mail. So this is a message, this is a mail which I have sent right now. This is coming from Innovate Yourself and the subject was test mail. And similarly, this is my first email sending program, Innovate Yourself. This was a message which I have sent. So this is a way how you can send an email to anybody, and you can do other things as well, right? So this is all about that. And now I hope everything is clear to you, but still if you are facing any difficulties in understanding this topic and if you're getting any errors or something, feel free to leave a comment below. And also you can leave your feedback if you have any feedback for us, so that we can improve ourselves and we can provide you the best knowledge that we can. So feel free to leave a comment for that also. And also, if you have liked this video, do click on the like button. If you are new to our channel and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, do click on the subscribe button so that you do not miss any videos. And also you can press the bell icon if you don't want to miss any updates from our channel. So just click on the bell icon and you will get a notification when we will upload a new video. So that is it for today. Till then, bye bye and happy learning.